Today, Mario Bautista, we meet again. This Saturday, the Las Vegas Apex, the greatest arena that God ever created. Mario Bautista will step in the octagon with Vinicius Oliveira. And I apologize if I mispronounce your first name because we need you, sir. Those of us in the we don't like Mario Bautista army, we need you. We need you this Saturday. All of this and more on today's episode of Matter of Fact MMA. What's up? What's happening? Let's go. What's up, guys? We right back at it. We right back with it. It's your boy Matt. I'm moving my hands. I'm moving my fingers. And we are here to talk about the next installment of the UFC in 2026 on Paramount. This time we're headed to the Apex Arena. You know, we went to Sydney and that was cool. We was in T-Mobile, that was alright. But when you really want to scrap, when you really want to fight, when you really want to get your hands dirty, you go to the Apex Arena. Because you know, when you're rocking with the Apex, you're rocking with the best. And that's how it goes down. This Saturday, Mario Bautista, enemy of Matter of Fact MMA, steps in the octagon with Vinicius Oliveira. Okay, all jokes aside, man. Look, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I have a long-standing feud with Mario Bautista because he defeated the King of Rio, Jose Aldo, when he shouldn't have. And I am here to talk about this main event, bro. And I'm going to be honest. Mario Bautista is not a bad fighter, right? So I don't want to sit up here and make this video and be clowning on him like he's a bad fighter. He's a really good fighter. But he's one of those fighters that he clearly has the talent. He has the talent and the ability. In most cases, to get his opponent up out of there. He'll get him up out of there. You know what I'm saying? The man has power. The man has accurate striking. The man can wrestle. He can grapple. He does all of these things really well. Strong leg kicks. All of this stuff really well. But what annoys everyone about Mario Bautista is if you throw him in a fight that he's overmatched, and you're thinking, oh man, we definitely gonna see a finish out of Mario, you won't see no finish. Because Mario, he will essentially, even fights that he's drastically in the lead of, he will coast and take that 3-round decision. And that, coupled with defeating Jose Aldo, really murked his standing in the community. You know what I'm saying? And plus, he ran Patchy Mix up out the whole UFC. Let's keep it real. If Patchy Mix, when he first started, would have went out there and waxed Mario Bautista, star. He goes out there, he loses to Mario Bautista. I don't care who he fought in his second fight. He wasn't coming back. All right? He wasn't coming back. Now Patchy Mix is fired. He ain't even in the UFC. I don't know if he's going to one championship. He's LFA, RFA, UFA. Who knows where he's going? You know what I'm saying? Bro, Mario Bautista is that type of a fighter. And I think that coasting on a lot of his fights while he still cruises to a win, I think that has kind of left a bad taste in a lot of fans' mouth. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. I just wanted to get that out there, that the man is definitely a good fighter, but he's hard to like, you know what I'm saying? Now, he's stepping in there with Oliveira, and Oliveira is so young in his career, he's still at that chaotic stage. Oliveira goes into the octagon, and he doesn't necessarily look like he even really has a game plan. You know what I'm saying? His homie looks like he just winging it. Like, he just stepped in the octagon like, well, see what I'm going to try this round. You know what I'm saying? But he's extremely quick. You know, he's accurate. His striking is extremely accurate. He's got power. He can lay guys out if he has to. You know, he seems, I'm not sure if he's a good wrestler or not. to tell you the truth. I mean, he will go for a takedown here and there. He seems to be fairly good at it, but I can't really say we haven't really seen that side of his game. You know what I'm saying? We've seen that he can grapple and he can defensively grapple, but we haven't really seen that wrestling side of his game, so I'm not really sure. What I like about this homie is he is chaotic. Okay? And what I'm saying is when he goes in there, as my nose keeps running, when he goes in there, bro, what you see from this dude is it's like he has his own game plan in his head. And he's going down the list and trying this and trying that and trying this. Okay, let's circle back to this. Try this. Let's do it now in the second round. Okay, let's do this. But when you're watching him fight, he doesn't seem like he's that analytical, if that makes sense. He doesn't seem like he'd be that dude. He's carefree, he's fun, he's moving around the octagon, he's smiling when he gets caught with shots, everything, right? But I really think that that's how he's fighting. Now that might spell bad for his team, because I'm sure that they worked out a game plan for him and then they might watch it go up in smoke, or maybe what he's doing is the game plan. Either way, he looks very chaotic to me. And that's what makes this main event questionable, because Mario Bautista is not chaotic. You know what I'm saying? He's not chaotic. He's very straightforward, chooses his shots, chooses his takedowns. He has really well-timed takedowns, I will add. He takes his time and kind of strategically tears his opponents apart. And then he'll coast to the win. You know what I'm saying? He tears them apart, but he ain't going to finish them. He ain't going to really damage them a whole lot. Then he's going to coast to the win. So, with that breakdown, with that being said, I know you're thinking, okay, Matt's going to lean toward Mario Bautista. Okay, here we go. Let's see what he's talking about. Not on this channel. We're picking Oliveira to go out there and defeat Mario Bautista. Yeah, I know. Bautista's liable to get the win, but I don't even care, because I don't pick Mario Bautista on Matter of Fact MMA. So we're not picking him. We're going along with Oliveira to go out there and get the win. Don't let me down. Let's move on. How about Amir Albazi stepping back in the octagon, this time with Kyoji Horiguchi. Kyoji. I apologize. Kyoji Horiguchi. Look, man. Horiguchi is that dude, man. It's good to see him back in the UFC. He had a good run the first time. Then he goes over to one championship, does his thing. Now he's back. And really, everybody's just waiting and biding their time. I know that we kind of got a list of guys we got to go through in flyweight for that championship, but we really want to see Horiguchi step in there and fight for the championship. And Amir Albazi, he had a name some years ago. He had a devastating back injury. It took him out of the octagon for a long time, I think well over a year. And then he had a couple other injuries. He comes back, he gets waxed by, who was that? Brandon Moreno. That's what I was getting ready to say. Got waxed by Brandon Moreno. The last time he won the fight is June 3rd, 2023. He beat Kai Kara France. Here's the thing, man. I'm going to go along with Horiguchi, because I don't really know if Amir is still got it. He's had a ton of time out of the octagon, and then he came back and looked horrible against Brandon Moreno. So I can't really put any faith in him. I got to go along with Horiguchi, because he's proven to be one of the best in the sport in the flyweight division. You know what I'm saying? And we really want to see what he's going to do in the UFC. You know what I'm saying? Because I think he would have an outstanding fight with Joshua Van. If Pantoja was still the champion, I think that would have been an outstanding fight. So we'll see how it all goes. You got Manel Kopp trying to get his shot at the title. So there's a lot of stuff going on right now at flyweight. But I'm going to go along with Horiguchi. We also got Tetsuro Taira still out there. So, very interesting things at flyweight. I got Horiguchi to get the win. Next, we got Jailton Almeida stepping in the octagon with Rizvan Kuniv. I got Almeida. I mean, Almeida's one of those guys that he gets the wins. It doesn't look... It's not really too exciting. It's generally very technical when we're talking about on the ground. I mean, hopefully after taking that loss against Volkov, he's finally learned, like, my dude, you got to do some damage if you're not going to instantly go out there and snatch an arm and submit these guys. But Almeida's a hard guy to bet against because he possesses that specialty, that special skill set of dragging a man to the ground and snatching his arm, or getting behind him, taking his neck, choking him out. That's just what he specializes in. It ain't fun. It generally ain't pretty. It's extremely boring. And it cost him in his fight against Volkov because he didn't get the finish and he didn't do enough for the judges. So hopefully he's finally learned, like, you're a big dude, you look violent, you need to go out there and really put it on these people, man. Like, you can't keep just trying to, I got his arm. Oh, no, I don't. Oh, I got his arm. Like, he doesn't even throw any ground strikes at all. And you can look at this dude and tell this homie can do some devastating ground and pound, but he don't even try it. But nevertheless, I got Almeida to get the win. Next, we got Mikhail Olizejczyk stepping in the octagon with Marc-Andre Barriault. I got Mikhail Olizejczyk. Ever since he went to the Fighting Nerds, dude is looking rejuvenated. He's looking outstanding in the octagon. He looks sharp. His striking was already really good. It was extremely chaotic, kind of like Oliveira, but it was definitely good. And now he seems like he's added more layers onto his fighting style with the grappling, with the wrestling, via the Fighting Nerds. So I think it only makes his stand-up a lot better because it's multiple weapons you got to worry about. So I got Mikhail Olizejczyk to go out there and get the win. Gene Masamoto stepping in there against Farhad Basharat. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I F's with the Basharat brothers. I like them dudes. I like their fighting style. I know they take some losses here and there, but I like them. Gene Masamoto. His last win was over Miles Johns. Before that, in February 2025, he took a loss to Rob Font. Interesting. This could be an interesting one. Farhad Basharat coming off of beating Gutierrez. Yeah, he's on a nice little win streak, man. I can't pick against the Basharat brothers. I'm going along with Farhad to go ahead and get the win here. Gene Masamoto ain't no joke, but I'm going to go along with Farhad to get the win. Next, we have Dustin Jacoby stepping in the octagon with Julius Walker. Dustin Jacoby, another interesting guy. He seems like he's trying to get back on a run. I mean, it ain't like he's got a ton of wins in a row or anything, but it seems like he's trying to get back into it. Julius Walker, I haven't seen nothing super special out of him, but he can crack, though. I'll go along with the experience of Dustin Jacoby to try to get him out of there. You know, I mean, Jesus Christ, we got Nico Price on this card. Nico effing Price. Nico Price just going to keep on going out there and getting these lackluster checks. But I get it. He got a family. He got to do his thing. We got Wang Kong on this card. She's stepping back in the octagon with Eduarda Mora. That's interesting, you know, because we definitely need some heat at flyweight. So I don't know. Maybe she can pull something off there. Another fight that I'm really interested in seeing is Saeed Nurmagomedov stepping in the octagon with Javid Basharat. Javid was my original Basharat brother that I was super high on. I know he's taken an L or two, but I'm going to go along with him to beat Saeed. Saeed was that dude back in the day. About 4 years ago, Saeed Nurmagomedov was that guy. Especially when we were about to go into, Fight Island and all that around that time, 2020. Nurmagomedov, he was kind of that dude. But I'm going to go along with Basharat to get the win. So, that's what it is, man. We got some other fights on there, but those are the main ones I want to check out going into the Apex. So, let me know what you think. Who you got in the main event? You know what I'm saying? Do you think the scoundrel that is Mario Bautista is going to go out there and beat Oliveira, or do you got Oliveira in this one? Please let me know. Please like, subscribe, comment. Let me know if you think I got the truth. Is it Matt or is it fact? Is it your truth? You let me know. And once again, guys, I do want to thank you for joining me for another episode of Matter of Fact MMA. And I'll check you next time. Peace.